Today we are going to do some attitude flying. Not altitude, but attitude. Attitude is the, let's call it angle at which the nose is pointing, and the speed that you're flying. So I'm at 4,000. No, I'm at 3,000 feet, which is usually where we do this kind of stuff. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly slow without flaps. So I'm gonna throttle back, compensate the nose to stay on that 4,000 feet. And we'll reduce speed to 60 knots. Not slower, because we don't want to stall, not yet. Oh, we're already stalling. It's the weight of the aircraft. Alright, let's make that 65 knots. And that is slow flying. Watch the angle of the nose. And we climb back to 3,000 feet. I lost a bit more altitude than I wanted, but that's because it started to stall out at 60 knots. So let's try that again. That's better. So, that's slow flying. Now we're going to stall. Let me make a 180. Nice rate 1 turn. Alright, the stall. Again, we do the same as with slow flying, but now we keep reducing speed. Nose down, full throttle, keep the wings level, and climb back to 3,000 feet. Let's do this again. Alright, now the stall with flaps. Again, nose up, pull back on the throttle. But now as the needle hits the white arc, we start adding flaps. And that was 39 knots. Climb back to 3000. Start reducing throttle, start adding flaps. Nose down, flaps up, not all at once, throttle up, and climb back to 3000. Alright, turns. Two types of turns in the Cessna, rate 1 and rate 2. Let me pause. Here we have the famous 6-pack, speed indicator, artificial horizon, altitude indicator, turn coordinator, DJI. It's not a compass because this is gyroscopic. And our vertical speed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn to this first indicator. That is a rate 1 turn. That is 360 degrees of turn in 1 minute. Little back pressure because of the turn, the wings will generate a little less lift, and we want to stay on altitude. There we go, that's nice by the way. Now we're climbing a bit, so I throttle back a little bit. We'll make a turn to the left, same thing. Little back pressure. Now I'm working with a side stick, which is not the best way to fly a Cessna, so I think I'm going to invest in a yoke. And that is the rate 1 turn. Now for the heavy stuff. The 60-degree turn, the rate 2 turn. This is a workout in a real Cessna, I can tell you. First of all, APOS check. Altitude. We're at or above 3,000 feet. I'll climb a little bit to really get to 3,000. There we go. Position not above cities or industrial areas. Orientation, check your heading. 300, round and about. And sky free, no other aircraft in the vicinity, so we're good to do this. Alright. First of all, when we start the turn, we're gonna lose altitude fast. So we have to pull back on the nose and add throttle quite a bit. So let's go. Pull the nose up a little bit. My shoulder doesn't like this at all. Because I gotta pull back on the stick quite hard, and there's a spring in my Warthog controller that centers the stick when I release it. And okay, I'm gonna do the right turn, add throttle, pull back on the stick, start the turn. And roll out. And those are the most important maneuvers you have to know in order to pass your check ride later on. So practice them a lot. The manual describes exactly how you need to do it. That's it for today. I'm wishing you all a great Tuesday, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.